Hello hunters, I hope you're doing well. Today we're diving into the 1128 in-game balance adjustments. We'll cover the Hunter, Jinwoo, and Artifacts balance adjustments. So sit tight as we'll speedrun these changes as fast as we can. Let's break it down and see what these changes mean for your playthrough. Starting with the Hunter changes, in this patch, the White Tiger Guildmaster Jinwoo received a huge power boost, mostly to all of his kit. His passive, before, it requires 3 stacks to activate his Violent Explosion skill that deals 400% of his defense. Now, it only requires 2 stacks and the damage is increased to 600%. The defense decrease debuff is straight 5% as well, instead of having 2.5 decrease that stacks for 2 times. Then for his basic skills, Ferocious Spirit, damage is increased from 926% to 1018% of his defense. The White Flame Gale Kick, damage is increased from 1730% to 1903% of his defense. For his support and ultimate skill, the Violent Explosion damage is boosted from 400 to 600% of his defense, a similar buff to his passive. Lastly, for his advancements, A3 has a new effect. It now adds a heavy break when using the Truth White Flame Strike. And A5 has a massive boost. The Violent Explosion damage increase is doubled from 100 to 200%. In summary, Jinwoo's rework significantly amplifies his damage output and utility, with stronger debuff and impactful advancements. These changes solidify his role as a powerhouse tank DPS hybrid, making him more effective and viable in challenging battles, which is also timely since the new bosses on this patch are weak to light. Next is one of Jinwoo's weapon got an adjustment, the Truth Demonite Spear. Not a lot of changes compared to Beck, but its A5 got a great buff. Before, at 5 stacks of Holy Knight's Curse, it deals 1000% of the user's attack as an additional damage. Now, at only 3 stacks, it deals 2000% attack as an additional damage. With this change, it now triggers Devastating Burst with fewer stacks, and even doubling its additional damage output. This adjustment makes it a must-have weapon for maximizing Jinwoo's damage potential. I haven't leveled up mine yet, but this might be a good time to do so. Finally, we're moving on to the artifact changes. A lot of stats have been updated, so it's perfect time to revisit and optimize your builds. Let's look at the changes that will help you get most out of your hunters. First up is Warmonger. Buff duration got extended. Attack and defense buff now last 8 seconds instead of 6, giving you more uptime for stacking. The hunters I could recommend is Jinwoo, Thomas Andre, and other attack or defense focused hunters that could benefit from prolonged combat. Second is Armed. Increased defense penetration. The defense ignore was increased from 15 to 18% when attacking, boosting effectiveness against tanky enemies. The hunters I could recommend is Libora and Suyun. Third is Champion on the Field. Attack buff is increased from 5 to 8%. The attack buff duration is also increased from 4 to 8 seconds, and the max stack is increased from 4 to 6. This adjustment multiplies damage potential for crit-focused hunters. The hunter I could recommend for this is Alicia Blanche. Fourth is Executioner, a massive damage boost against low HP enemies. Damage bonus for 2Ps is improved from 8% into 30%, while 4Ps effect is upgraded from 20 to 60%. This is now a very powerful set, especially for DPS hunters who excel in finishing off low HP enemies. The hunters I could recommend for this change is Cha Hai-in and Choi Jong-in. Fifth is Berserker. The damage increase is significantly improved for 2Ps and 4Ps effect. Instead of 15 and 30%, it is now changed to 30 and 60% respectively. The set now offers stronger damage potential for aggressive hunters who prefer the HP to be lower than average. The hunter I could definitely recommend is SM Beck. Lastly is the Outstanding ability. Damage increase is significantly raised for 2Ps and 4Ps effect. Instead of 10 and 25%, it is now changed into 30 and 60% respectively. The set has much become stronger, especially for MP-centric hunters or for hunters with low mana consumption. Hunters I could recommend would be Amamiya Mirai and Thomas Andre. And that's all for today's breakdown of the hunter, weapon, and artifact balance adjustments. Remember, these updates are definitely exciting, but don't feel pressured to rush into everything, especially if you're low on resources. These changes are meant to improve your gameplay, but nothing is required right away. Take your time, plan your builds, and make adjustments at your own pace. As always, stay cool and enjoy the grind. Until next time, happy gaming.